Hey everybody, this is Robert with RC Archery. So keeping on from the trend that I set up last week, I'm going to do another follow-up video. And this one's going to be over my bow setup instructional video that I have out. And what I'm going to be doing in this one is showing how to tie in a kisser button. So I'm going to do it a little bit differently. I actually use serving thread whenever I tie mine in. And I do that because I want it customized to the right shape. That shape's going to help me at closer ranges and then also when I get out at long distance as well. I'm going to show you exactly how I tie all that on, and then at the end I've got a surprise for us as well. So what I'm going to do here is pick some serving material. I'm going to use the same that I used to tie on my peep sight and then my knock sets as well. What we're going to do is take about 3 feet of this. We want it to be long enough because we're going to do multiple wraps up and down the string just to get the thickness the right way to be able to feel it in the corner of your mouth. What we're going to do is tie overhand knots, and I usually just tie one and try to get the height the right way, and I'll draw the bow back and try to get it to the top part of the inside of my lip. The way that it's going to feel comfortable. You don't want it at the highest point of what you're going to have it at, just at a comfortable point. And that's because later on, as we're tying this, we're actually going to taper this to where it's a little bit thinner at the top and a little bit thinner at the bottom as well, because we want to be able to, at close range, duck our head down and not have the serving material so thick like it is everywhere else so that it gets in your way, but also gives you another reference point to say, okay, I've ducked my head down, I've changed my anchor point enough to be accurate each and every time that I'm shooting here up close, as well as when you get out to longer distances and you have to lower the anchor point down a little bit to stretch out. That way you have another reference where it's touching the bottom part of your lip there as well. So we'll just keep tying the overhand knots all the way down, and then once I get to the length where I think it's going to need to be, I'll go ahead and I'll draw my bow back the same way again. And that's going to be able to help me find the reference point as to where the bottom of the kisser button needs to be tied to. Once I've found that, I'm going to go ahead and start wrapping back. And when I go to wrap back on there, I'm actually going to skip the end, the last serving wrap that we did on there. And that's going to help me be able to have that taper that we were talking about before. And with the serving material that I use, it's a little bit thinner material. It's the 350 nylon. And that's actually different from what I tie my knock sets with, but you can use the same, it's up to you. If I use the 3D material, I actually only tie 2 wraps all the way down once and then all the way back again because it is a little bit thicker. What you'll do if you tie a 3rd wrap, like what I'm going to do here on the 2nd set, you'll leave 1 more thread exposed as well, and that helps with that taper.
Alright, now on to the giveaway portion. So I want to be able to do 2 things with this. I wanted to first be able to say thank you to all my followers that I have on my YouTube channel and my Instagram page as well. I appreciate that support, the purchases you've made on my videos, or just the watch, the views and the watching that you've done on my YouTube channel here. I appreciate all of that. The second thing that I wanted to do is be able to give a thank you to a company, Sling It Customs. So I just purchased a sling for my my rangefinder that I use, and I was wanting to have one that had a little bit thicker area that went across my shoulder. So I ended up being able to custom make exactly the colors. I picked the weave that I wanted, all that to be able to make one myself. And I went on his website, filled out all the information, sent it in. I got the sling within a week, which is incredible when you think about that. He's got to make it custom made and mail it to you. So I'm super impressed with that. The build quality on this is amazing. I've had a couple of these. This one is just phenomenal. There's no snags, there's no, I'm using white thread on a lot of this. It's all clean, so I'll say that too. It takes a certain type of person to take pride in their work to be able to make everything clean, especially when they're, making stuff with their hands and glue is involved, burning ends off, whatever it may be. So what I'm going to do is offer a giveaway for a custom sling or any product off their website. They have slings made for rangefinders, for binoculars. They've got 2 different types. They've got one that's kind of a double strap. They've got one that's just a single strap. They have all kinds of things. Things for your wrist, pacifier clips, lanyards for releases, everything like that. So I am going to offer 1 free giveaway to a random subscriber on my Instagram channel and my YouTube channel. So I'm going to pick 1 from each, and whoever that may be, they can pick any product they want off the website, and I will use their information. I'll order it for you. I'll ship it to you. I'll do all the cost on me, and just as a thank you for your viewership and for your support. So the giveaway is going to be next Tuesday, and my next Tuesday's tip of the week. That's where I'm going to announce the winners. I'll announce the one for YouTube channel and one for my Instagram. I'm going to put links to my Instagram channel in the description below, as well as the website link for Sling It Customs. That way you can be able to view both, subscribe on there if you haven't already, and be able to see the products that he offers. Again, I mean, it's a great company and a great opportunity. So I appreciate the support. Keep an eye out for next week. I'll announce the winner.